Ha! Hello to another Wednesday live stream here at Calypso Live. And suddenly, oh, I can hear me in a lot of ways. So now it's better. Always my beginning is different as planned. And as you can see here, I have a special guest today, a dedicated guest, I would say. It's Liam. Liam, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. I'm happy that I can be here.
That sounds good. Yes, yeah. And a lot of people had amazing fun here. A lot of your mates, and so we're coming to the part you're fulfilling here at Calypso Media. What is your profession here?
Yes, I am currently an intern at Calypso Media, and I am mostly deployed in QA and support tasks, which means I will go and reply to user tickets and try to resolve issues sent to us, and I will also do QA for our titles, and I will try to find issues and report them and verify if they have been fixed, and I will test new content and the like.
Amazing. That's a lot of stuff for an internship.
Yes, it is.
But it's much better than, and by the way, Snofford, hi, how are you? And by the way, yes, it's much better than cooking coffee or doing the printing stuff or copying stuff.
Well, yes, I assume that would be the case.
Yes, really?
Yes.
Okay.
No. I do like minor things as well, but that's not like an official task. I will obviously do like kitchen duty, but that's something everybody does, and
yes,
I will also, like, if there's like water's empty, I will just like take water from the kitchen, but that's just like politeness, most likely.
Yes.
Like, nobody tells me to cook some coffee for them or something like that.
So it's really good. So if you are interested in doing an internship here at Calypso Media, it's a place where you can definitely learn something and do something, being a part of that, I guess. Yes, and I know all your colleagues, and they're pretty nice. Pretty nice people. Yes. Konstantin was here, Vlad was here, and Felix as well.
Yes,
Felix was also here from our support. And I had a lot of a great time with these guys. Yeah. The next reason, because I invited you here, but it was not a true invitation, because you came here and said, I want to stream with you. That was really surprising. The cool thing is you are a Warhammer 40k player, tabletop player.
Yes, I am.
Maybe fan sounds a little bit too nerdy.
A Warhammer enjoyer.
Yes, that's really good. A Warhammer enjoyer. And you have brought something. So no. So far, Patrick only had great guests, so no pressure, Liam.
That's assuring. Thank you.
Yes, you brought something with you.
I have.
But maybe it's a little tiny, so maybe I will switch behind the camera. But let's try to show what
we can try.
We can try it. So maybe is that sharp? Or that's okay. It's a little bit blurry.
Yeah. As a fan of the hobby.
Nochnyi, hey, nice to see you.
Yeah. As a hobbyist myself, I have brought a few minis. I will start with this Tech Marine. I unfortunately do not collect.
So maybe I have to go behind the camera just a second, and then we will show that stuff in a much sharper way. So hold it up, please.
Yes, I will.
Maybe so. Yes, right.
Can you see that? Is that visible?
Like so.
Yes.
Nice. This is nice and sharp. Okay, what is this guy?
Yes. What you see here is a Tech Marine. Those are affiliated with the Mechanicus, who we will be looking at later in the game. And this is a Space Marine that has been trained by the Mechanicus to perform duties similar to them amongst other Space Marines.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, something different. Yeah, other
Yes.
stuff here.
Yes, I have brought an assortment of things.
Maybe the green one. The
Yes.
green one. I'm looking forward. Maybe
The green one.
it's getting key.
Yeah.
No, it's a very good
Yeah,
green.
yeah, this is
no?
this is messing with the green screen.
Yeah, okay, but
No, this is one of my Dark Angels, one of my major armies, and those are the Space Marines that are helped by the Mechanicus in regards of their gear and their equipment.
cool.
Yes.
Cool. Next one.
It's really hard to turn them because you have to think like.
Yeah, I know.
Wrong way
Yeah,
around.
I know what you mean.
Yes. The next one would be one of the enemies of the previous ones. This is a traitor Space Marine, and those have fallen to the dark powers of chaos, which we do not encounter in the game, like in the video game.
Okay.
No, but
Now it
yeah,
disappears.
I'm doing it in the wrong direction. Yeah. Like, can you see the markings here? Yeah. Like I have done some very fine markings on them, but you can't really make them out. Well, yes.
Maybe I can. No, I
Yeah.
cannot get it.
No.
Cannot get closer.
Yeah.
It's only
Oh,
it taps out at
this is the wrong
35
guy.
mil.
Like this is the guy with the markings, with the shoulder markings.
Wait a second. I will
Yeah.
sharpen it. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Cool.
This is how the miniatures look like.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yes. This is a regular human in the service of the Dark Powers, also in very nice green screen green. This is a cultist that has pledged himself to the ruinous powers and will aid the traitor Space Marines. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and the last two are another more Space Marines, but like more my custom color scheme.
And a better color for green screen.
Yes, a very green screen friendly color. And this is how
Glad we doesn't have a blue screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it?
Yes, those are all I have brought. I did not bring my entire army. That would have been too heavy.
How many we'll readjust the camera. How many figures do you have? Do you know that?
Ooh, in numbers, figurines.
Figurines.
Oh, yes. I would assume approximately 200-ish.
200? Whoa. That's sounds like an expensive hobby.
It is, unfortunately. Yeah.
I'm back, crawling back here. Okay. You painted all these figures. Does they usually come unpainted or?
Yes, you buy them as a similar to a model set in parts, and you assemble them and paint them yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long do you need? How much time for painting these figures? I think it depends.
Yeah, obviously it depends. Like the bigger miniatures, they come obviously in different sizes. Like you could sit longer on a vehicle than you would on a singular infantry unit.
Yeah.
If I really get myself to it and like batch paint them like on an assembly line, like you do for one color, then you go over to the next one, to the next color. I can approximately do one in 1 hour, maybe.
Okay, that's
But like on character units where you obviously do with finer brushes and like with more attention to detail, it can take like a few hours for a miniature.
okay. But I think that's a really good hobby, because you need your some. You have to go into yourself, breathe, and paint these tiny things.
Yeah, it's relaxing actually.
And for sure, you do some you play with these figures.
Yeah.
What is? How many people are playing this at once? You know.
At once. That depends on the play style, what game you play. Like, you usually play one-on-one, but you can obviously like either do homebrew rules or bigger rule sets where you can have multiple players.
Okay.
Which will obviously increment, like, for each player it will take a longer time to play, obviously.
And what was the biggest game you took part?
Oh, the biggest game I took part in would have been in Stuttgart, where I was playing 2,500 points against 2,500 points. I believe it was against Space Wolves.
Okay.
And it took around like 6 hours.
Oh my god. Did you build a playing field as well, as a question from someone?
Yes, I have actually scratch built a few ruins and terrain for myself and for my friends. Unfortunately, I did not bring them here because they are quite big. But you can have a lot of cheap ways to do it if you want to. Like, for example, like old chip cans. Like, you can spray them and use them as like big tanks of oil or something and spray them and paint them, or you could obviously buy the terrain that also comes from the manufacturer.
Or maybe the toy stable of your younger sister or something like that.
Yes, or your own 3D printer that can also be great for like
unlimited ways. Is there is there a possibility maybe not to buy figures, instead you're downloading some models and print them by your own? And is there a fan base?
You most certainly could, but that's not endorsed by the company.
I understand. Okay, that's a very important point, I think. Yeah. Nice. Oh, I could talk forever about that, because I'm not so in Warhammer 40k. I think it's very interesting. I streamed it a couple of times on the iPad, on the Xbox One. Warhammer Mechanicus for sure. Really like that game. I also played Warhammer 40k Space Marine on the Xbox 360, which I also like, which is more like a what's the name? Gears of War.
Yeah, it's more action oriented.
Yeah. But this one, Warhammer Mechanicus, we have here today, is on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
I think the only platform except PC that's missing. But I think PC is every time we're playing on PC now, we have all the console versions. Yes, I really like that game. It got a lot of good reviews. You played it, of course.
Yes, I played it at launch, actually.
Yes, great. On which platform?
On PC.
On PC, yes. Did you try it on a mobile device?
I have not yet. I didn't have the opportunity to do so yet.
You definitely have to. In my opinion, this is the best version, because you can just tap on your character, and you tap on that place she should go, or you tap the weapon and tap the target, and this is very intuitive.
That's a good question, actually.
What?
The last one.
Did you bring a minifigure to your job interview?
No, I secretly snuck it in. No, I applied to on the website. There was like a opportunity for an internship written out, and I applied on the with my work I have done previously unrelated to Warhammer, and I simply like stumbled I came in here and then stumbled over the enjoyment of Warhammer amongst my colleagues, actually.
Yes, is that so?
Yes, I didn't know that you guys liked Warhammer before joining.
You're playing stuff with you playing Warhammer?
Yes,
with the guys here.
Yes, I am. I'm playing with a few colleagues like during the breaks, but I didn't know that they were playing previously. Like I joined entirely based on the company and not on my hobby, because Calypso is obviously not Warhammer.
Right. Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
Like, apart from Mechanicus, like you guys are not a Games Workshop, obviously. Yeah.
No. I saw a couple of my colleagues playing Magic, that card game. Is that something for you, or are you
I
out of?
haven't had the opportunity to play it because
Okay.
none of my friends or play it, and I didn't have any like touching points. I know what it is, but I am not a player myself.
Calypso board game night stream when? That sounds like a really good idea, I think. But unfortunately, as Liam told you, we're not a workshop dedicated a company here. Yeah, it sounds really good. Usually I spend my my break not with playing any games. Have something to eat, like normal people do, and not playing nerdy games. No, that's pretty cool. And yes, we have a recreation room here, and this is pretty cool. We have two large TVs in there, nice table, couches. Pretty nice in here. We have fresh water, and I definitely need water.
Yeah, that's
Because
actually a
it's
good
so
idea.
hot.
It is
these
very
days.
warm, yes.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool that we have air condition.
Yeah.
Not in here right now because of the noise, but
Yeah.
in our offices. Okay, I think now we're gonna start a little bit. Switch over here. I think that should work. The point is, the last times I streamed that game, I already had a save game where I did my own updates, experience, and all that stuff. But you never know when you play such a game the first time. Was that the right decision or not? Because if I would play a Star Wars game, it's more, I know what a blaster is, what an AT-AT is and stuff. I know how to equip that stuff, but I was totally new, a foreigner in that universe. So maybe we can start. But first of all, before we start playing, if you buy that game on the Nintendo Switch, you will also have... So we have this Heretic DLC coming with it, and the soundtrack and the art book.
Oh, yes, let's look at the art book.
Yes, let's look at the art book. It's the same thing as with Food and Water. Patrick is full of surprises. Yes, this company is full of surprises. Yeah, we have fruits in the kitchen. It's awesome. Almost forgot to work today. Yes, you have the art book and the style of Warhammer 40k. That's really...
It's very aesthetically pleasing.
It's really dark.
Yes.
It's not something... When you come back to Star Wars, I believe, it would be cool living there in that universe. But with Warhammer, I'm not pretty sure.
No, most people wouldn't, I assume. Which is a totally understandable
Definitely.
thing.
And I streamed with Christian Woolford, who is the production manager of Casino Games that are behind that one here. And he is also deeply into that lore. And we talked a little bit, and we talked about augmentation or body modification in that way, and what we would do. Do you have a body modification that you would definitely add in real life and in that universe?
Well, technically, I already have a body modification by wearing glasses.
Oh.
No, but I would presumably, if we had the technology, I would obviously go for things that would. I wouldn't like alter myself per se. I would mostly like fix like the small broken annoying things. Like I have a few quirks with my skeleton that I would like to fix. And
I understand. Yes, definitely. I think an eye modification where you can zoom or something like that would be.
That would be cool, but honestly, I would be scared for my eyes. like because you look around, like you mostly like see the world obviously through your eyes, and like I don't know if I would want to risk using that.
Know what you mean. Oh, this guy, is that one the
Yes,
guy on your shirt?
This is a Skitari, like
Oh,
the one
wait a
on my
second.
shirt.
We can show that here.
Yes, this is a Skitari.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, that nice artwork. I would love to have that as a printed one.
Yes. Yeah, I have the digital art book myself, but I don't have a printed version. I don't think there is one.
No, I don't think.
But yeah, it would be very cool to have it as a printed like book to
definitely
flip through.
Definitely. Also here you have the figure style. Cool. Yes, a lot of more here. Close that one. That comes here with the game. What is it with the settings? Oh, it's only volume. And I think let's start. You like? Or shall I?
I don't mind. I don't mind either way.
Okay. Select difficulty. I played it the last times. I always played it in normal mode. It was pretty hard, challenging, but I think normal was a good thing. Okay, normal. Skip tutorial. Enable Iron Man. This is something.
Iron Man just means that you can't like reload saves.
Okay, then no. New game. Well, it would be great if a child screams on the train or something like that. On the train?
I think that's referring to the previous comment.
So I always had the idea, that would be great to switch off music, but then I learned that silence drives you insane, so I'm not sure about that. Yeah, but if you can switch it on and off, it's very hard to imagine because there is, I think, no place. Permadeath sounds not like fun. No. Yeah, it's pretty hard to imagine something like that. There are some great movies out there or other games with.
I mean, there are sensory deprivation tanks you can like rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try it out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but all the time must be not a good idea, presumably.
Okay, I think the first thing to go is to the card. We have 300 Blackstone. When we have one of these minions here, servitor level 1. Let's customize. I have to check out the buttons because I'm playing multiple platforms and they have different layouts. You know, the Xbox where the A, where the B is here on the Switch. It's pretty difficult. So what shall we give him? Can you remember what is a good thing?
Mr. Manarius here. That's a good question.
Take your time.
I would say we should first upgrade him, like in a discipline, because right now we can only take like one augment, which is rather lacking.
That's right.
Yes. I personally do very much like Xenorite, especially in the beginning, but because they kind of regeneration. But we could also take the Tech Auxilium because that allows us to fire bigger weapons.
Sounds good. I was at the beginning. I think these two, Engines here and Dominus, were my preferred ones. So shall we upgrade this one to Tech and the other one Xenorite?
We could totally do that. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you can mix and match between the disciplines as you want. So.
Okay. So confirm that. So your next weapon attacks condition cost is reduced by 2 condition points. Okay. Confirm. And now?
Now we take the biggest weapon we can wield.
That was the best decision to bring you in here. Okay, what is
The Arc Scourge.
this one?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
Arc Scourge. Ah, yes.
it's very close range. It's similar to a shotgun, but imagine a shotgun that shoots lightning.
Oh. Like. So is there any other thing? No, we cannot take
We could take an axe.
an axe.
Like
Yeah.
we have one augment slot left, so we could like take.
Yeah, that's very important to attack them close range. Okay. Go to discipline, previous, next tech priest, and
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. So, creation freedom. Okay, next one.
I think that's still the UI from the last discipline.
Ah, okay. So okay, let's go. This one. Confirm that. And for this one, what do you think?
Obviously not the Arc Scourge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
What is that?
we could take the Xenorite Macrostopper, since he's a run rank Xenorite anyway.
Okay, and for sure the X.
Yeah, the axe is a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer. Cool. We only have 58 of Blackstone left. I think that's not enough to...
No, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not. Okay. Then, yeah. Well, not really used. Ah, okay.
Because we have like 2 slots by one upgrade, and each one of those took 1 slot. There are stronger weapons in the end game that take more slots, but for now that's all we can wield.
Yeah, as we're doing at the beginning, yeah. So, now, here we can choose the missions. Check that one out. It's easy, and I think we should use this, we should take this one, launch mission, and so, we definitely have to take them with us. And, come on.
Take some poor meat shields with us.
Yeah. Deploy troop, undeploy close. Okay. Always have to check.
No, I think that was back.
That was back. Okay. It's always so different.
Yeah.
Okay. Again. With me, and now that was right. Check. As Inquisitor Skibula, I asked you on this mission because of your experience with Serene. Make it a little bit louder here, I think. For us. For us, yeah. I like their voices.
Yes, they are very nice.
It sounds really intimidating.
No, like you can see when you play the game that the devs obviously like were big fans of the universe and like paid attention like to details like that.
Nice.
I also like how they all have different personalities. Like Scaviola is always talking in this pseudo code like.
Yes, he's more machine. I've mentioned more machine than human.
Yeah, actually, if I recall correctly, I think in the art book it says that it's a she actually.
Oh, okay.
I think Scaviola is in fact a woman.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, I think for now we're leaving there. Maybe the people out there want to see a little bit more of the game. But if you want to play this game, it's available on PC, on all the not all the Xbox, but the Xbox One consoles and PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and this is the version we're doing right here. And I cannot see major differences in quality. For sure, the PC version looks pretty good, but the Nintendo Switch version is also a pretty good looking game.
Yeah.
So now we are in that tabletop world, like.
That's an interesting thing I found out later on. Like this abstract view we are viewing right now is actually like the table in the hut, like where we were earlier. The one in the middle, that's actually what we're looking at right now.
Yes, right, yeah, that's the hut, yeah.
Yes, and this is the tomb we are currently exploring.
So, okay, now we are here, and we can select other rooms with the L and R buttons. So, what does that mean with that glyph?
The glyphs usually mean that there is a hidden event. They are like if you go to it and read it, it will say like there are different like buttons to press, like the expedition stumbles upon, and you don't know what they do. Whereas the exclamation marks, they are events where you can choose what to do.
Okay. Oh, let's choose that one. We have to head to this crystal-like thing.
Yes.
Okay, move. Glyph. Press the X.
A single port designed for a Necron canoptech creature extrudes from the device.
Okay, now we have to choose between one of these strange glyphs we have discovered.
Yeah, our tech priest stumbled upon a very strange electrical device, and they have two buttons and don't know what to press.
So I'm definitely the wrong person to choose, because if there is a 50% chance, I always pick the wrong one. But I like this one. Just this.
Yes.
So good. So good. That's so good. Okay. Got some black stone, which is awesome. Okay, where are we? We're here, so let's continue to the next room.
Exposes autonomous repair, defense, maintenance capabilities.
Okay, the chamber ahead has suffered damage from the shifting of the landscape above. Several dozen tiny beetle-shaped constructs are scurrying about industriously as they repair the damage. No, another decision. Ignore, acquire plus. I think those acquire choices, Skyvola would like that.
Yeah, Skavila would like that a lot, since she is very much into alien technology, whereas other tech priests might not like that very much.
Yeah, a lot of them are just run through, kill them all.
Yes. Well, not necessarily. They just don't like alien technology.
Yes, there's pretty strong racists, I believe.
Well, yes, obviously.
Is there, in that universe, is there a god they're looking at, or is that just the emperor?
Ooh, that's a very tricky question. Yes, there are different gods for the humans, official ones. Since the Emperor is for the Imperium at large, but the Mechanicus isn't actually part of the Imperium per se.
Okay.
They actually back then joined voluntarily, and they have are more of a collaborative force than subjects. And they were allowed to keep their own religion, and they believe in the machine spirit, the machine god.
Amazing. Krom, god of iron. Bonnie, hello Patrick. So from last time I used your life-changing lesson of microwave fries. I agree that they are life-changing in an amazing way. Yeah, that's it. This is the best thing. Did you ever try microwave fries? French fries?
Yes.
Yes? You like that?
I personally prefer putting them in the oven, actually.
Okay, that's a point, but I was so surprised that they are actually good. But
yeah,
usually I thought it's French fries and microwave. That doesn't fit for me, for my brain. And then put it in the microwave. Bam, you have a meal. Nice that you tried it out. Cool. I discovered there are a lot of other supermarkets that have these French fries, but I believe there are not so many differences. Okay, I would choose the middle, acquire.
Collect a couple of them.
Good intelligence controlling these scarabs. Fascinating, deeply troubling. Fascinating.
Do you know, is it Warhammer Plus? That platform?
That's a new service they are starting right now. I do not have it, but I have read about announcements and stuff. It's as far as I can concern, it's some sort of streaming service where they have like their own animated features.
That's right.
But they will also have like painting tutorials and on their community stuff.
Oh, okay. And only knew that there are a couple of animated movies or so inside of that.
Yeah, they acquired a lot of creators from YouTube to work for them.
Because there was never a Warhammer movie.
There was.
Come on.
There was in the early 2000s. It's called Ultramarines.
Ah, you kid me. Is it good? Okay. So no secret.
The soundtrack is very good.
Is it a live feature?
No,
film?
it's an animated.
Animated. Ah, okay.
Like, it's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it's like nothing groundbreaking. It's it has a very nice soundtrack, but the story is like you won't get any like very like it will not like throw you out of your seat for surprises. Or,
no.
There are no big twists and stuff.
No, I thought maybe so a live action movie.
I believe there was like some sort of live action thing they've done in the 90s, late 80s, something like that.
Okay.
Which, if like, don't quote me on this, but I believe it was called Inquisitor or something, and they made like a pilot episode for that.
Okay.
But it's really hard to find information upon that, and like the only thing you can find are like fragments of like video footage and stuff flying around.
Are you in movie stuff? Do you know some directors, or do you have some directors you like, or where you think, well, this could be the right one to do a nice Warhammer 40k movie?
Ooh, that's a very hard question to answer. I don't know. Because Warhammer 40k is like a very big universe, and it's like very different to most other like stuff you would find.
What do you guys out there think? Who is Patrick talking about movies again? Yeah, why not? Movies. Everyone loves movies. And we have a nice conversation here. It's not always about gaming. No, it's always about gaming, but did you watch Mr. Robot by any chance? Me? I watched that, yeah. But I haven't finished Mr. Robot yet. Did you watch Mr. Robot?
I watched Love, Death and Robots, but I didn't
Oh,
watch
that's
Mr.
a good
Robot.
point. This is really good series, but I haven't finished the second season. Oh, did I finish? There were not so many episodes than in the first one.
It's rather short. You can like watch it in one day. Like,
Yeah,
the entirety of it.
definitely. But they're pretty good. Yeah, for me, a director that can bring a Warhammer universe. I like the director that did Kong Skull Island. Forgot his name. He's pretty young for directing such a huge movie, and he's at the moment he's producing a Metal Gear Solid movie with Oscar Isaac, and I think he's the right one because he can bring large-scale stuff to the screen and it looks impressive. So I was really impressed when I saw a King Kong or all the other creatures. It looked different with more than in other movies. So maybe he could be someone.
I don't know.
I started watching clips from Mr. Robot on YouTube, and that helped me appreciate the show even more. I should watch it again, I think. Yes, it's pretty good. I think it lost me a little bit the end of the first season. We gained 2 cognition points, by the way.
Yes.
But yesterday, just yesterday, when you mentioned it, and yesterday I checked out my streaming stuff, and I said, I haven't finished Mr. Robot yet. Oh, Necron Awakening sounds...
Yes, we have the small counter on the corner,
Mhm.
which tells us how much awakened the structure is in which we're currently in. Because in the story, this whole planet is actually like a tomb world of those aliens, and they are in deep slumber, and we are awakening them by intruding on their soil.
For sure, yeah. Continue watching it. It gets completely white. Yes, I've heard that. At the moment, it's still based, if I can say that. The Necrons, they slept for thousands,
60 million years.
million years. Okay. That's cool. That's fine. I would do the same if I had reached everything I wanted to reach. So maybe you will fall asleep for 6 million years after you painted your 250th.
Mini. I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know how much we want to go into the lore, but the Necrons...
As deep as you can dig.
Yeah, the Necrons are an ancient species that had fought a big war against another ancient species, which resulted in the creation of basically all the current factions, over long or short, going way back. And the Necrons, that was called the War in Heaven, and the Necrons won that war, but unfortunately they had lost their soul in the process, and only like the higher ups have regained like the consciousness and the soul, where all of their people have been sold into basically machine slavery, as they have like transformed their bodies into machines and lost their soul in the process, which was then fed on by malevolent star beings.
Okay. Oh man.
And they then went into hibernation because they could not enjoy their victory, and a lot of them felt very guilty about it.
Okay. How can someone sleep that long without being woken up to go to the bathroom? Yeah, maybe they're doing like so,
I mean,
but never
we're waking them up right now.
Yeah, but meanwhile, so maybe there's someone on Necron. Oh, come on! Let's go to the bathroom, and then he stands there. So because no one can tell us, no one has seen a Necron waking up in between there, and nice. So maybe going to the fridge. Oh, did someone left their sandwich or so? No, I don't.
They're just the old species yelling at all the kids in the lawn.
Okay, the chamber head is lined with glowing green cylinders, each pulsing with power. The air is thick and greasy, and arcs of static electricity leap from the core's extremities as they approach. This chamber is almost certainly extremely dangerous, but it is the only way forward. It reminds me a little bit of that feeling I had in that Alien Prometheus movie, where you have to discover, where they discovered all that strange stuff they cannot describe.
Yes.
what they see.
Yeah, this is like very ancient technology, like the people don't know anymore.
Like I told you.
Yeah, no one of our servitors has been hurt.
Yeah, okay. Okay, next way. Move. Lusk, lol. Hello. Nice that you are a part of this stream. Oh, I'm working on a Disciples Liberation stream for sure next month. Looking forward to that. But next month will be the time where we will have a small summer break. So maybe we will have a few VODs there, a few Let's Plays, but no live stream in that time. Next week we will have a quite interesting live stream with a very seldom piece of gear here in the studio. And next week Vlad will be a part of the stream again. Okay, Glyph. Bam.
This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond, which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, then we can reap the rewards within.
Did you play Disciples Liberation? Yes, I think.
Yes, I have played it.
Okay. I started it, I think, last week,
Okay.
but I only made it to. So this is not a huge spoiler. At a certain point at the beginning, you can choose which area you want to enter. I went for Greyleaf,
Okay.
and at the moment I'm there just doing a little bit of a grind and discover how can I get some more allies and stuff.
You know, I've tested the game quite extensively for now.
Yeah. I know, yeah, I saw you playing that game, yeah, when I came over. This time I choose... No, I will not choose this one. Pick up. Yes! We gain back the 2 health points.
Yes.
Awesome. But I think there's a ban. Don't try anything stupid. They have security.
Yes, but we have guns.
We have guns, yeah. Oh man. So sweaty, but maybe it's the mask. My augmentation. This is okay. Move, and now we come to the action.
First battle. I like those loading screens, by the way. Like,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I like the battles as well. I found back my love for turn-based games here at Calypso Media with Immortal Realms.
Oh.
And before, the last turn-based game I played was Crystal Warriors on the Game Gear.
Oh, that's way back.
And it was in the time of the Game Gear. Xenos form detected. Who is
Ro, this is one of our fellow tech priests back on the Castellan.
Okay. And here is Our Lady.
You can imagine, like, they are all standing around, like, the hologram, and, like,
Yeah,
they
for
look
sure.
at stuff and, like, comment on it.
Yeah. Cool. Yes, Gawola wants to study.
Scaviola is one of a sub-faction within the Mechanicus that wants to acquire Xenos technology, which isn't well appreciated by most other people.
Good luck, Patrick and Liam. Thank
you.
you. Kill all enemies. Oh. So now I have to check out. Okay, we can leave these guys. But check the controls here.
We just started.
What?
We just started the battle.
Yeah, but I think it's okay. I don't need a minion right
you
now.
don't need. If they are hit, they give you cognition. Like that would have been.
Okay, I understand. So never used them in the first round.
Okay.
Because sometimes.
I mean, they don't cost Blackstone. They're supposed to be expendable.
Okay. So this one is that. Does this weapon?
This is our heavy weapons guy. This weapon is very short range.
This one is a short range.
Yes,
weapon.
it's
Okay. I usually had this blasters that can shoot a longer range. Maybe I'm looking forward to this style of playing because I'm more that distance guy. And I must say that playing and the distant fight saved me my butt. In one fight where I had to challenge a couple of these Necrons and that super Necron, and they beat me up, but I managed it just to cover and walk a different way, shoot at him, going back. I think with a short range weapon, it's okay. What do you think? Maybe hiding here at that point?
I mean, we have cognition points. We can move outside of the normal movement range. I would actually go first to the scan and take the blackstone from there.
That's
Those toners give us blackstone.
That's a good idea.
And if we destroy them, we reduce the awakening.
Okay.
But you can hit them right now with your axe.
So wait a second. I have to figure out because it's so long ago. Okay, Z R. Okay, now the X. Bam.
Okay. And now we can still move.
So we can move maybe to this spot and then get cognition points from somewhere.
Could take the server skull to take a cognition point from somewhere.
Okay. So what do you think? This way? This place or?
I mean, they are quite a distance. This is a short range guy. I would stand him somewhere in cover, on the right hand side, and let him come first.
So stay here?
Yes, somewhere here.
Okay. But should take them cognition, yeah?
You can take the cognition.
So is that... Can I reach that one?
Yep. You can reach every cognition. The server skulls just buzz around and...
Okay, now we can end that round.
Yeah. Or this unit's turn.
Yes. Okay. And first of all, what? There's nothing else. What? I would go to this spot. Wait until they come, getting their cognition point for sure. Oh, the soundtrack is so good.
The soundtrack is very good.
Oh, now I'm getting back with the controls. Awesome to see one of your interns in the stream. You're doing great, Liam. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Cool. Yes, Liam was so nice. I was asking some of the other guys if they want to join me in the stream, and Liam was there and said, "Yes, I want to be in the stream, and I like Warhammer stuff." Okay, cool. Yes. Yeah, I think the minions would have been useful. Send them with a weapon to their death and I hope they do some damage. Wait, did I just become the Soviet mustache man? As I said, so you have the minions and then send them forward, but they will not make it in the first round towards them. And then they got killed, so maybe let them come next round, place them, and then can instantly go.
But if they get shot, they make one cognition point for you, which is a very lore-accurate portrayal of them.
You're such a bad guy. Sacrificing.
That's what the Mechanicus would do. They are not nice people.
Sacrificing humans, or almost humans.
Well, they were humans once.
For cognition points. Come on.
The servitors are people that have been lobotomized and used as weapon platforms.
So now, okay. Deploy SA. How many of them?
I think one should suffice. We don't have a lot of enemies here.
So maybe I should have placed him right here.
Yeah, then he doesn't have to walk that far.
Yeah, that's right. But move unit. Bam. It's a battle. I would go to that spot. He can.
I would wait.
Yes.
Let this unit wait.
Yes, because he can hit me.
And let him come first.
Yeah. So you have to be really patient in this game.
I mean, it's a turn-based game. You have all the time you want.
That's right.
What's the idea?
Yeah, what's the idea? We will do that. Maybe. Depends on the level of stupidness. Come on, write faster. Okay, so meanwhile, while Barney is writing his perfect plan, as you can see here, you can move around. It works so seamless. And it's on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Come on, this is awesome. You can also zoom in. Then you have this shallow depth of field effect, which is pretty cool. Okay, next time when you have the minions, take them and all of the comrades you already have and charge the enemy all at once. One enemy at a time with all of your forces. Huh.
I don't think that's a good plan. Like, we do not, like, the Mechanicus does not think very highly of human life, but they don't waste it senselessly.
Okay. Okay. But it was a plan. It was definitely a plan, something to consider. Thanks. Yes, I know. But I like stupid plans. Oops. Well, with this game, it's not. So we cannot reach him.
No, we can reach him.
What? Oh, we can.
Yeah, we can hit him. This is a melee unit.
Okay.
And the fun part is, if they walk next to you, you can also get a hit of opportunity against them.
Yeah, that's right. So, and now I can... Oh, you're right. Bam! Take this, my friend. Yeah, okay, that's it for him.
Yeah, auxiliary units can't use, like, cognition points.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he was my brother. Or you could use a pincer maneuver and wait in defense. When an enemy comes, you attack and overwhelm them, and when they are killed, set the pincer back up.
I mean, they're just 2 units, and we have enough cognition, we can just, like, advance now, if you want to.
Yes, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Like, where?
Yeah, just go ahead.
This one?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Like, we want to go close combat with this one, anyways.
Yeah, that's right.
And as long as we have enough cognition, we can walk as far as we want. And there's a big cognition box on the right, we could go there.
Yeah.
Not like this. We should, like, board it so we can get 3 cognition points there.
Like this?
Hmm?
This place? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get all of the cognition.
Awesome.
And now we can use his ability. The one we took earlier.
What, this one?
No, the one over there. Like the right on the right, yeah.
This one? Yeah. Ah.
Because our gun usually takes like 3 points and now it only take 1.
Yes. I understand. I was totally under your steering.
No,
and
no.
I forgot which stuff we have. Your next weapon attacks could because only reduce. Okay.
Now I can walk 1 tile towards him.
Like so?
Yeah.
Also. So?
That doesn't matter.
Okay. No, let's go. This.
And now you can use your gun.
The gun.
Yes, because that's a close melee gun.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And we can still hit him with the axe. And that should do it actually. On it.
Okay.
And then let's just wait.
Wait, not flee?
No.
No, there is no chance
He
to
would
flee.
hit us. Right?
Yeah, definitely. As with the opportunity, yes. Okay. Liam, if you get the urge to take the controller from Patrick because he's throwing the game, just it. I don't think that. I think it will definitely have some negative. No, do you wanna take that? I can help you with the controls, or maybe you can see the controls in here. That would be better. Just asking you. Yeah, definitely right, Snowbird. But I wanted to feel Liam's style, you know.
Okay, move A.
Because my style is definitely different. Do you have a Nintendo Switch at home?
No, I don't.
Usually play on PC?
Yes.
Okay. Nobody's perfect. Germild, hello. Ja, klar, her damit. Immer her damit. Nur kann ich da nichts machen hier. Also Steam Forum ist da immer die beste Geschichte. Aber gerne, vor allem bei Immortal Realms, das ist mein Ding. Oh, someone appeared.
Yes. What are those?
And these cannot. I hate them. They can heal and poison you.
They mostly die after one hit.
Okay, but they can poison you.
You can poison them as well.
Them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like our gun on the Zinnerite one that does acid damage over time.
Oh, come on.
That's something that was added with the Heretic DLC.
Awesome. Space fish, I think, yes. Definitely.
Space fish?
The scarabs.
Well, I think they're more like beetles, but yeah.
Yeah, scarabs, yes, for sure. But they're swimming in the air. You can make some salmon after the battle. No worry. Salmon would be nice. Getting hungry. Stop writing about food.
Okay. And since the machine spirit is charged, we can just like use it for free now. Because it charges after one hit, which is very nice.
Okay.
I like this gun very much. How do I deploy it? Select skill.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
That is something with the connection. Just our monitor turned. Oh no, he's back again.
Okay, no one is back.
He's back again. So maybe it's the HDMI which is not sticked. Okay. Gammelt. Wenn der Gegner eine Karte ausspielt, wird diese nur eine kurze Weile angezeigt. Zu schnell für mich zum Lesen kann man das. Gammelt bin ich vollkommen 100% deiner Meinung. Ich habe ja ein paar Let's Plays gemacht und bin ja auch im letzten Akt von dem Spiel. Bin ich vollkommen deiner Meinung. Aber wie gesagt, das habe ich jetzt gehört, da verpufft sowas leider. Ich höre es mir gerne an und finde es auch super, darüber zu reden. Aber so Steam-Foren, die passende Seite, das ist, glaube ich, der beste Platz und das wird auch tatsächlich gelesen. Aber ich würde mal vage sagen, das wird... Ich weiß es nicht, ob das noch umgesetzt wird. Okay, Snowford. I love how Patrick has gripping fear of every enemy in this game, and Liam is like, yeah, just kill them.
I mean, I have a lot of playtime in this game. I kind of know how it works.
Yes, this is the difference. Yeah, I was a little bit driven by the atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere is very great. I like it a lot.
And this intimidates. El Presidente mask. No, it's my
I scanned the wrong thing.
my steampunk dedicated mask is that.
I usually play it like a bit more aggressively because just like hiding takes a lot of time.
That's right. That's right.
And like we can take a punch or two like right now. Like as long as we don't like overdo ourselves, we can totally manage that.
Yeah, it's definitely not a problem if we fail or so. we're here to show how much fun you can have with our games.
Hold up.
El Steampunky Dente.
It's Steampunky Dente.
Wait. Oh no, the head is. Yeah, you can
okay.
continue. It was just for me.
Yeah. No, I'm just deploying all of the units, the close range unit in a more close range manner.
So I have everything right here.
Marvelous.
So maybe we can bring Warhammer 40k Mechanicus together in a tropical DLC, maybe. What about that? This is Steam Punky Dente. El Steam Punky Dente.
No, I don't know what to say to that proposition. Like they are thematically like very different. Yes. No. Yes, but what I'm doing right now, just that because I'm playing a lot faster than you are.
Definitely.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I deployed all of the close range units to have like more of a shield, and I'm more or less like flanking them right now with the more long range units. If they move, we can we'll put this one back into cover, so they can't be shot from the front.
Yeah. Sure.
And if they like survive our shots, we still get the attacks of opportunity with our close range units on them, and they can also serve as a buffer between them and our more valuable units.
Yeah, I see.
Like camera's a bit weird
This
here.
actually looks like the perfect character for a mechanical twin takes over Tropico. Mission 46. Definitely.
Put this one to the side to not clutter the way. Yeah, I mean, steampunk is something that works like very well in the mechanical setting. Anyways,
Yeah. I was searching for something.
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of steampunk influences anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you take a look at the unit portraits in the top bar, like at the tech priests, they have a lot of like steampunk influences.
Yeah, especially all this main deck where you are.
Yes,
there's
definitely.
a lot of steampunk elements in there.
We could get up there.
And it was not expensive. I just said, well, maybe that fits for the streams, and I used it for my private stream as well. One time, where I played one of the Bioshock games.
Like Bioshock is more Art Deco, I would say, than steampunk.
Okay.
It depends on which one.
Yes,
like,
you're right.
That's my personal opinion.
Yes, you're definitely right. Yes, but
I mean, I have to study like different styles of like art and stuff for my
so
studies anyway.
what did you study? Or what are you studying?
I'm a design student, and I have the specialization in game design actually.
Awesome.
Yes. Which is why I'm doing an internship here. Because of my mandatory internship semester, and this was a great opportunity to actually like see how like everything works, especially like behind the scenes, because until now I'm mostly like involved with the development of the game itself, and now I can like see how like everything works at the publisher, how the distribution works, how like the systems like in the background work.
Yeah.
Whereas which is like very different from how you like approach like a game in the making, so to say.
We also have the opportunity with some in-house game developers like Renforge or Gaming Minds, so maybe you have the chance to...
Yeah, until now I did unfortunately not have the chance to have like a lot of interaction with them.
Oh, okay. Patrick, ever think there might be a sudden strike stream, Barney, that... Yes, I'm usually doing a content plan, but first I have to talk to our PR department, because sometimes there are some events or releases or something like that. And next week should be on our German stream, but next week is no German stream because of something that will be announced tomorrow. But this is not an answer to your question. I know. Yeah, sometimes I have to fill. Yeah, to find a game because I can do whatever I want. And yes, Sudden Strike is something to consider. I'll check that out, but not in the next weeks. But next week, something special with a special device, which is very seldom. And I will close the studio door. No one can come and rip it off my hands. Bioshock has a lot of steampunk influences, though. Yes, yeah, especially Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, especially that. I was thinking more of the first one. Like.
Okay, yeah. And I played Infinite with that.
Yeah, Infinite has a lot of like steampunk, obviously. Yeah.
There's a lot of mechanical machines. Yes. Good job, Liam.
Thank you.
Tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow is an announcement. And there will be, if you have subscribed to Calypso Live, our YouTube channel. We have two YouTube channels, Calypso Media and Calypso Live. And on Calypso Live, I will do some content as well as news videos. And tomorrow there will be a news video by the evening, and we have a press release. And if you don't want to search around for Calypso stuff, then maybe subscribe to that channel, activate the notification bell, and then you will get our news as soon as possible and not trying to search around. Yeah, I saw that video scheduled. No, Bonnie, this is not that video. The news video for tomorrow isn't produced yet. I will produce it tomorrow morning, edit it, and send it out. The video which is scheduled is our usual Friday evening VOD, which is Space Statopia. It will be on Friday. And I finished it today and uploaded it and set it as a premiere.
Yes.
Okay, upon destruction, the Necron constructs vanish, leaving no samples to be collected.
Yeah. So we could just move, like they teleport out this technology that Necrons have, and they will be repaired later on. So like basically you could be fighting like the same Necrons over and over, and you wouldn't notice because they are always repaired. Yeah. And we could either like walk through, or we could take a picture of the damage taken to maybe like run from it, or we could like very carefully analyze everything as it says here, which will have different effects upon our crew because they like certain actions more than others.
That's right. Analyze is more for Scaviola.
Yeah, analyze would be something Scaviola would like very much. Whereas abandoning it would be way more with the more puritanical individuals. So, what shall we do?
Analyze.
We'll analyze. Ooh, we got an upgrade.
Nice. You need a button you can press so your Calypso Live advertisement paper moves in the frame. Yes. I could do that, but I think it's more personal, like so. Maybe just build a model train on the desk with a billboard on it so you can drive it in the frame then needed. Yes, but I have to wait until my studio desk is finished. We will get a nice studio desk there, and yeah, let's see when this is gonna be finished. Mission complete. Nice.
Yes.
Congratulations, I would say.
Yes, we have done the mission, and our troops are frustrated that they couldn't take any spoils of war.
Oh, okay, because
yeah, because they teleported out.
Yeah. Like the Tagesschau? Better. than the Tagesschau.
But Scaviola is positively
For sure.
mooded, yeah.
So I had my design ideas for that table, and then I went to the, I forgot the name, Schreiner? Do you know that?
Carpenter.
The carpenter, right? Yeah. I went to the carpenter, had a really nice meeting with them, and we talked about the situation because, as you can see, we only have a small door, so
Yeah.
it must be modular.
It must fit through the door.
Yes, that's right. And so you cannot have. You cannot realize every wish you have in your mind because sometimes we cannot bring it into the studio. But that was really good, really nice people out there. A fabulous table. Yes, I think so.
Definitely.
They had some really nice ideas, I had some really nice ideas, and it fit perfectly together, I think.
Yeah, so we got a few units of Blackstone for destroying enemies and the mission reward. And as you can see, because we have wounds, we have to spend some resources to repair
Okay.
our troops. Again, we don't have to repair the servitors because they're free and they are abundant, but like other high-tech units will also require maintenance.
But to heal him, it's automatically.
It's automatically,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Confirm. But yes, we will have the opportunity to heal them later on, like via abilities, I assume.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob dieser Übersetzer funktioniert, aber wenn doch, atmen Sie jetzt manuell.
No, I've automized my breathing. It can't be disrupted.
Okay. In my town there is a carpenter shop with a sign that says Carpenter Repair Service. I find the idea of someone bringing an injured carpenter there for repair way more funny than it should.
Carpenter Repair Service. Ah, yes.
I think this is very handy because you need carpenters, and if your carpenter is injured, because it's a very dangerous job, and then you need a carpenter repair service that can help you out, and maybe you can give him some augmentation or stuff or modification, where he can use some tentacles, stuff, mechanical tentacles, and
Would we get warranty on that?
definitely. In Germany there is always warranty. They don't even need hospitals anymore. Convenient.
No, tech priests are their own hospitals.
Ah, okay.
No, actually, like it's like very heavily detailed. Actually, like how it works. If you read the books, I have read a lot of them.
Okay.
But like especially in the Priests of Mars books, there's like a very high detail, like how their day-to-day life works and how their society works.
That was a question I had to Christian Woolford, the production manager of Casino Games. Is there a social life? Do they have birthday parties and something like that?
Well, that would very much depend on the individual because they are like very individualistic to a certain extent, and like you have some that are more mechanical and they are mostly focused on their work and on their duties, and they like even reject most regular like opportunities to like mingle with others, and they will just like focus on their whatever they do. And they will reject like basically all of their human appearance to be more functional, whereas you have others, which one of the main characters in the book is that are almost human and only have like the augmentations in the internal side, so that they are basically like humans, just better. And like those individuals would certainly like celebrate birthdays and stuff, whereas others would just like put it aside as a waste of time.
Yeah, I understand.
Like the leader of like in the book there's an expedition, and the leader of the expedition actually like has cloned himself because he like didn't want to spend the time to have children the normal way.
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
They are like very determined like to make everything as efficient as possible, or like
I think a talk show, a classic TV talk show in that universe would be awesome. Having all these different characters in there, different stories.
Well, yes, they would have a lot of things to tell, I would assume. Yeah.
Now I want to play Warhammer 40k. Just think of a scenario with an ambushed birthday party and a giant cake as cover.
Why only think of the cake as cover? You could use it in multiple ways. Okay, we can upgrade our units again. We have gotten... was this one?
Yeah, I know that one, yeah.
Does physical damage, but I'm more looking towards the Curatio Mechadendrite because that heals.
Oh, healing is good.
Yeah. Who shall we upgrade first? Marcus, Jeremiah, or Manarius?
I like Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
He's my buddy.
Xenorite. Okay. I think if we want to make him more of a healer, we could like take one level in Agency to cleanse negative effects.
Okay.
To like help allies in need.
Yeah.
And that should allow us to install the Mechadendrite, which is the word for like those tentacles they have. That they are called Mechadendrites.
I think I will start that. I only play that game here for work, but I will definitely start that game on the Nintendo Switch in my free time, and then I will switch the Nintendo Switch to German speech because sometimes there's like, what are you talking about? And then the whole sense is pretty hard to understand.
But a lot of the made-up words are like made up even in German, so
definitely. But it's a little bit less tough to understand.
Yeah, obviously. And Manarius, our hard hitter, big gun person, could generate cognition points, or we could upgrade him further to give him more armor for his close range.
Armor would be
nice.
the best choice for close range stuff.
Yeah, we have the choice between... where is it?
It's all fun and games in this game until someone rolls up in an armored fighting vehicle like a tank. Yeah, there are these big guys, these big Necrons.
Yes, there are heavy weapons, Necrons, and there are also heavy I'm losing my ability to speak. Heavy weapons units of the Mechanicus as well. Like we can have the big robots later on that also have like heavy flamethrowers and stuff.
Flamethrowers. Yes. My daughter would like that. She recognizes a flamethrower. She's very proud of that. I don't know which game I played at home, and I had options to take several weapons. I can't remember what the game was. And my daughter said, "Dad, take the flamethrower." I said, well, why do you know what a flamethrower is? Yeah, this is a flamethrower. I said, okay, take it.
So we can augment the head, the arms, the legs, or the torso.
The legs, the arms, the torso, please.
Torso. Okay, augmenting the torso gives us 4 HP points and 1 physical armor. And also gives us a further augment point, which we can spend on support or more weapons. Or oh no, we should want to install the augment itself.
Yeah.
So we have more health and more armor now.
Oh, that's much better than I did. Torso, yes.
There are different playstyles you could do anyway, so like there's no right or wrong style to do it.
Yeah, that's for sure. I felt pretty comfortable in that way I played it, and I made my progress. But yes, I felt there is something better or more effective, faster. Yeah.
Oh yeah. As long as you're happy with the playstyle you do, like.
Yeah, for sure. You have to. This is fun. This is your free time, and this is not work. But yes, now it's work, but at home.
When you play the game at home, it's
yes. Okay, take the next mission. So maybe
Yeah,
we have
do we want to-
another fight.
Yeah, do we want to take one from Scaviola again, or do we want to take her adversary?
Yes, maybe him. This is gonna be more aggressive
Dex.
stuff, and
Not necessarily, but like he's a different
Yeah.
school of thought.
oh, okay.
Like he's more of the religious scholar than Scaviola.
I understand.
I think we also got a new canticle before. Yes.
Ah, yes.
We can
kind
buff
of-
our next physical attack once a mission. And we can also, what's the other one? Yes, we can also heal
Restore.
5 HP.
Yeah.
We forgot to do it
Yeah.
last mission.
Yeah. Well, most of the time I had 2 healing canticles with me. One was I think 5 points. The other one 8 or 10 points. I was okay. That's good.
I believe the highest you can get is like 20 points or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the health points do like scale up the more levels you invest.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this is like Vidix, like he has 500,000 works of scripture stored for rapid context retrieval. He's presumably has a hard drive installed somewhere in his brain and just like has all the gospels and prayers there. That is something they would definitely do. Yeah, and Scaviola doesn't like it. She says that that's an unnecessary waste of power. Yeah. No, basically, he is more of the scholarly type with their own religion, because they do not invent stuff. Actually,
Okay.
they only rediscover things, because in this setting, humanity used to be very, very advanced and very great, and to cover the whole galaxy.
Okay.
And this golden age, however, ended, and all of the technology was lost, and the people regressed into different ages, with Earth going back to some sort of Mad Max style.
Oh, okay.
Whereas Mars was the storage of a lot of technology, and they retained a higher rate of technical prowess, and they also retained spaceflight. And they started some expeditions to actually reclaim technology.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
And their fate like basically forces them to like go out into the stars and collect like ancient human technology, because everything old they would find would be way more advanced than anything they could invent on their own. So they actually revere old stuff over new technology.
I understand, yeah. Well, it's pretty smart.
Well, it's not. They do limit themselves by doing so, because if they wanted to, they could invent new stuff, and some of them do.
Ah, okay.
But because that goes against doctrine, they don't like it.
Ah, okay. I thought it is the reason because some resources are not there to invent the same stuff they could do a couple of thousand years ago or so, and that was the max, and now they can recreate all that stuff, and then maybe you have to search it.
Yeah, well, resources are scarce, but like if you are sufficient rank, you can have all the resources you want anyway. So
Okay.
well, they are not a very like kind empire. Like the humans are not necessarily the good guys in the settings. They are very autocratic, and they are very corrupt as well.
I like that universe, even if I'm not so into it, but
It has a lot of like lore to learn about it. Like there are like a lot of books, I believe. I recall like maybe like a year ago there was a contest where you could win the entire book collection with all of the books that have been written, which was approximately 2,000 books or something, and it would have been delivered to you in 3 trucks.
oh, come on.
I unfortunately did not win.
But you can scan it side by side and store it on your...
Store it in your hard drive, which you implant into your brain. That you can read.
Nice! Yes, you can maybe read it in your hand, but because you have a display, a foldable display. Oh, awesome.
No, the Warhammer universe does not have good guys. No. Regarding the question.
The one for you does not look like it is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Where would you put 2,000 books? This is the question we ask ourselves later.
No chance. There is a chance, but
Yeah.
a waste of space. And how do you read 2,000 books?
That's the more important question, I would say.
Yes. Yeah, this is your garage. Yeah, there are all your shelves. Under your bed. Everywhere Warhammer. So you would never get a girlfriend or something like that. She comes straight to your house and walks straight out of it.
Opens the
Warhammer?
door and gets crushed by books falling out.
Maybe that, yeah. But I think Warhammer 40k? Warhammer 40k? He has the Warhammer 40k shower gel and Warhammer 40k here. The dress for the night and the
Nightgown?
yeah, oh, the lamp, the wallet. I have a special wallet.
Do you?
Yeah, I
Ah,
have that.
it's a PlayStation wallet.
Is it? It's a PlayStation, the
Yeah.
first one. This is,
PlayStation 1.
yeah, this is my wallet. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Girls can't. Yeah, you nailed me onto the wall. So Patrick says girls can't like Warhammer 40k. Yes, girls can't like Warhammer. It's a man thing. That's our last island.
If you want to, you can like get into it. Obviously, like we don't need to gatekeep like
No,
Warhammer for people.
it was just that in our situation. So my wife. Hey, I've won 2,000 Warhammer 40k books. It's time to read them all. So what's the task? What's the topic in there? Oh, it's some augmented beasts that want to rip off other species. No thanks. Divorce.
Actually, like a lot of like what I've heard from women that like 40k. Actually, like the Tyranids are very popular by them, as far as I know. Like, which are like a species entirely made out of a hive mind that wants to eat everything, and they actually look quite similar to the aliens in Alien.
Yes, I think I saw something. I think girls or women usually, I think they are more talented in that cosplay thing.
I wouldn't say so.
Would you agree? No.
I've seen a lot of like very talented like male cosplays as well.
Definitely, yes, but those people that were presented to me where I never was at a cosplay show or something like that, but yeah, most of the time you get the women presented in that videos, and it looks awesome what they're doing. You open a container of X, Warhammer 40k X, yes!
Warhammer 40kx for no $9.99.
And what's better than 40kx is a 40kx. You have to get your wood in the forest. That is a cool wallet. Does it even fit in your pocket though? Yes, I have some cargo shorts here, and there's a lot of space for that. No. The wallet works fine. It's my second PlayStation 1 wallet. I once had one. And it's so cool, and I got another one as a present. I couldn't let you get away with it. Yes, I knew that. It's so hard. With Snufford here in the chat, he takes a look at everything, every piece. Tries to nail me as a bad guy, I think. You can't look at Patrick and say they are better in cosplay. Okay, let's continue. We want to fight. Oh, the time flies.
Yeah, we want to fight some Xenos.
Yes,
Yeah.
quite honest.
And we have found a Voxcaster, which is a fancy way of saying it's a walkie-talkie. Yes. And there's a dead... no, it's one of our servitors, and it just opens up, and you're being tried to be sent somewhere by that voice. What do we do?
Rip out.
We could just rip it out of his face.
Yeah. Please.
Okay, we have We have detoned our servitor.
Okay, what's that?
It's an upgrade. We can look at that later. Cool. After the mission. No. Okay, we have to get up there. So let's head on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you recommend the straight way towards the goal, or maybe just explore everything?
That very much depends how your party is like made up. If you have like a very powerful party, like with a lot of heavy hitting tech priests, you can obviously like explore and like get the optional fights. But if you want to like limit awakening levels and go by like very unnoticed, because the longer you are in the tomb, the higher the awakening is, the harder the fights will get for you. And so like being fast is actually an advantage, because you will have an easier time in the fights.
Okay, while through the service in this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor. Okay. Manual labor, climb into the hole and haul the servitor out manually.
We could be nice and like lift him out. We could get him out by a magnetic, or we could put him out by a rope.
Oh, we'll go for the magnetism. Oh, 3. Oh, come on.
That was especially our tech priest, like our tech priest shot himself.
Yes, it was not the minion.
The servitor reaches the lip of the hole and is being dragged to rest at the weight of time. With loud bang and belching of acrid black smoke, a key component burns out violently. The servitor is saved, but at a cost to its structural integrity.
But my choices work much better than last times.
Well, I believe they are randomly generated.
Yes, they are, but it is always 50% chance than no chance for me.
Single port design for them. Which one do we take?
Oh, this is the 50. The other one was the 33%. Yes, take this one, please.
Yeah, okay. Blackstone. Yes, we want to take as much Blackstone as we can get.
Definitely.
Because the more we have, the stronger we are.
This is no good, Marcus.
Xena's corruption takes physical form. Oh no. Ooh. Okay. So there's some weird smoke that is... So we could just try to pray it away. We could walk right through it. Or we could try to burn it.
I think that's not a smart idea.
Yeah, we'll just pray it away. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Pray for the Xenos to go away. Okay.
Does this...
And it actually reduced the initiative in combat for the enemies.
Good. Does these gods really exist, or are those just like... we believe in that, but is there any story where you definitely can see, yes, it definitely exists?
Oh, that's a very disputed topic in the lore. Because there are some gods that definitely do exist, but those are the chaos gods. For example, like in the intro to the game, when you start a new game, your ship is originally in hyperspace and in the warp travel. The warp is a parallel dimension, and we are ripped out from that. Essentially, the warp is a parallel dimension which we use for fast travel, but which is also a place where all of the emotions are stored. And if a lot of emotions amalgamate, they can form demons. And there are like 4 major gods of chaos, which are like entities that can affect the real world. And there's a lot of discussion if the other human gods of the Emperor and the Machine God are actually like represented in the warp as well. Because the Emperor has a presence in the warp. He's like a very light shining beacon, which is actually used by the ships to navigate through the warp. And that's why, like, when they are cut off from that light, they can't navigate space anymore. And the Machine God is rumored to have a body on the Mars itself, which can also be the depending on what interpretation you follow, because like different writers allude to different things
okay.
and different people have different interpretations. But it could be interpreted as actually an ancient Necron construct
Okay.
that has been misinterpreted by the people on Mars as a god.
Yeah.
Which would be ironic because those are the
Yeah.
aliens we're fighting right now.
Yeah, right. Amazing. Power through. No, we did the
prayed.
We prayed. Living on a prayer.
One of those gods.
And one of those gods of chaos is.
The Chaos Gods are way worse than that.
Don't know his ex. And she has 3 sisters, or what?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, one of our servitors stops moving and starts belching smoke. Time for tech support.
Yeah, perform the ritual of replacement on this.
Could try to
Perform the right. Oh, rite of refurbishment.
But that would take time.
Okay.
So we can either try to be as fast as possible, or to be as like efficient as possible, or have a middle way.
Efficient.
Efficient.
Please, great machine god. Please.
Yeah, but Vidix agrees. If it's worth doing to completion. Yes, but they
Okay,
also
yeah.
have one awakening. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And up to battle we go.
Oh, this one has 14 health points. One of
Yes, because we augmented his torso.
his torso. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Actually, like, health isn't that important. What is most important, in my opinion, is actually the shields, the armor, because they can like negate damage in the first way.
Okay.
Like, why heal? Like, why be forced to heal yourself when you can just like block the damage in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is blocked doesn't have to be healed later on. How do I switch to the next one? Here.
Health is a resource.
I mean, yes. And speaking of resources, we can scan this terminal here and get more blackstone. Because that is what we want. I think we want some cognition. And I will actually be greedy and go and get the blackstone up there as well. Because that is what we want. Oh, right, because we upgrade this one to heal himself.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to actively heal as much.
So we get 1 health point per round.
Per turn,
back,
yes.
Yeah.
At the start of every turn we get 1 health point
Yeah.
via the augment.
Can remember.
You can actually couple that with another augment which heals you at the start, like at the end of your turn. So you can heal at the start and at the end without spending any cognition on that.
Understand, yeah.
In this platform I just moved on will take us up into the corner.
Yep.
I enjoy the music very much.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's like one of the nice atmospheric aspects of the game.
I think you definitely heard of that game Necromundus.
The Necromunda game, the new one. Hired Gun?
I guess I only know Necromundus. It's that first-person shooter.
Yeah, that's
That's
Hired
awesome.
Gun. Yeah.
Did you try that out?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, okay.
I have way too many games in my backlog to play a new game right
we
now.
all have so many games in our backlog.
But I've heard good things about it. It's apparently like very similar to the new Doom games.
Yes, I saw a few reviews, I liked the look, and I was really surprised how small the team was that
Yeah.
produced it.
Streumon, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, they have made another game for 40k before, and they made the Deathwing game.
Oh, I don't know.
Deathwing. I don't remember the full title, but it was the new Deathwing game.
Okay.
And before that, they made their own game, which is called I Divine Cybermancy, which is interesting.
Okay.
No, it has a very, very niche audience because it's kind of janky. But the creation story is actually quite interesting because basically the game is a very, very heavily modified source engine, and basically all the AI in the game is modified Counter-Strike bots actually. And they made this game. This is a cyberpunk game, and it has a very interesting and cryptic story. And you can also hack everything on the map. Like you can hack other people's bodies and stuff, but you can also be hacked. And you can hack cache registries, but if you fail the firewall, that will hack your legs and you will just fall over.
Okay.
It's a very interesting game. It's hard to get into. I tried. Unfortunately, I could not get into it very much because it has head bobbing.
Okay.
And I get motion sickness from that. Which...
It sounds this crew, or those are true artists.
Yes, they are quite the bunch. But like the game had a lot of like very obviously 40k influences, which is like very telling if you see like what they went to go make later on, because later on they made actually 40k games. They had those influences like from the start.
I basically never play games in my backlog. Yeah, this is what a backlog are made for, not to play these games. At the moment, I'm getting a little bit rid of my backlog games, and it works pretty well. Last week I played Abduction because it was and still is free in the Epic Store. Really enjoyed that one, even though it has a couple of flaws. Abduction. Never heard of that.
Neither have I.
And I do not have an Epic account, I think. Oh, is anyone, by the way, anyone interested in the Valve Steam Deck? Huh? Is that cool or not?
I don't know. I haven't like looked into that very much.
Okay.
In all honesty.
There is a bee perfectly aligned in the hole of...
Like if you look at the screen, like
yes.
the input from the game.
Yes, I see. Can we make it a little bit? No. Yeah, that's better. And now it's gone. Yeah, the Steam Deck is practically a portable handheld PC gaming console, and which has Steam OS on it, but you can also run Windows to play your Xbox, your Microsoft Game Pass games on it. And it looks pretty powerful. There's 3 models out there, and I really like handheld gaming, but I'm not sure if I will get one, because if there were some games, some important games for me, I only could play exclusively on that thing, then okay, but actually I can't play all these games at home, so it would be more comfortable for me in my family life to have a portable device. Like I love my Nintendo Switch because I can just grab it and play wherever I want, and don't use the TV or stuff. But
right now I will use one of our Mechanicus actually and heal our unit because he has taken some damage.
Oh, that's a good idea. Only have 3 health points left. Oh, it's a point, this Abduction. It's a point and click, but you can run around yourself. I love the universe. Story was decent as well. The end didn't use all its potential, sadly. I played a game that sounds similar. It's a point and click, but you can run. It was State of Mind
Okay.
by Daedalic.
Mm.
I played that one on the Nintendo Switch, and you can get it for any platform. It's
Okay.
and I really loved the story.
Okay.
It was it was a few. It has the graphics were a little bit like it's a low res. What was the name? It looked like the first Virtua Fighter games. You know what I mean? It's only the come on. It's on my tongue. But the story was so good. Really like that. State of Mind.
Oh, interesting.
It's not the best game in the world, but it caught me.
Yeah, right now I am destroying the enemies because otherwise they will just stand back up in 3 turns. And we don't want that.
Definitely not.
Okay. Use the servitor to move up. Take the brunt of the enemy assault.
I once had one of these minions which was like a tech katana guy.
Yeah, but that's a Skitari, that's not the servitor.
Okay.
Those are actually like the soldiers of the Mechanicus.
They were pretty quick and very strong.
Yes. The Skitari are very good. I personally prefer the Rangers, but they are a very useful asset. And they are like the actual, like in universe, they are the soldiers for the Mechanicus, because the tech priests themselves don't necessarily go to war.
Yeah.
They are like the people in the background that have like all the stuff running and keep track of all the machines
I understand.
and worship the machines. I mean, like this thing which is like showing up all the time. You can overload your weapons to like trigger the machine spirit. In universe, that is the belief of the, not necessarily its belief. It's like sometimes it like occurs as well, because the Mechanicus believes that every piece of technology has like some sort of soul by itself. And this is called the individual machine spirit. So each weapon has its own machine spirit.
Yeah.
And if it gets in this game, if it gets used, the spirit will get angry and like do more damage because it gets angry at the enemies.
Okay.
And like if something like breaks, the first thing they will do is try to appease the machine spirit of the piece of technology in question. And at some points, like machine spirits also have feedback, like on the actual functionality, because like big machines like Titans and stuff have a very strong machine spirit that can actually like rebel against you if you don't treat it well.
Okay.
And it will just like stop working out of spite.
Great.
Yeah. It's like very, very interesting.
Oh, awesome.
And the machine spirits can also like, some are assumed like are alluded to being AIs, which, if so, would be like very troublesome because AI is actually outlawed. That's because we use lobotomized people right now instead of like proper robots to do the dirty work. Because AIs are forbidden.
I understand.
Because back when like everything was like very high tech and very good for the people, for the humanity, they actually had an AI rebellion which led to the loss of the technology, and that's why AI was outlawed in this setting. That's why they can't use thinking machines.
That's maybe what we will need in a couple of years.
Now, if you do it properly, like we hopefully won't have to. Okay, we'll try to move up to him and heal him, actually. Like, unfortunately we can't like get to him yet because he's out of range. We don't have the cognition to run a lot. Which is why I'm just sending the servitors to walk up to him, slowly, menacingly walking up to him. They will try to destroy that terminal to get more time in this ruin and to reduce awakening.
The shield.
To meet shield. Yeah, but it's only one enemy left, so we don't have to... Like, if we destroy him, the mission is finished, we don't have to kill him, so it's not that important yet how fast they revive.
Oh, okay.
But the ones that we killed previously, they would have revived by now. That's why we took care of them earlier.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Okay. So we walk up to him, hit him, and if he survives that, we will skip our turns with the attack priests. Which is no longer necessary because we won. and wait what he would have done.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So we can do a little bit of an upgrade, and then we are at the end
Yeah, sure.
of today's stream. Time passed by, so...
Yeah, sure.
But it was a lot of fun, definitely. Cool. Definitely don't forget to check out tomorrow's news video, and it would be awesome if you guys would leave a like, maybe a comment. That would, yes, I would appreciate that, definitely.
Yeah,
The same on Friday. There's a VOD with Space-Based Utopia. It is the mission Market Economy. I played there. And yeah, next week we will have no German stream. Usually the last Wednesday of a month is our German stream. Not next week because of that news and announcement of tomorrow. But it definitely makes sense.
So we got a new canticle, but we can also take a look at the thing we got the mission during the mission.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to paint them right now.
No.
We could paint them, but it's also very fun to give me your color scheme. But yes, a spotlight.
Okay.
Become the priority target of the enemies and gain 1 armor and 1 energy armor. So you basically like take on the damage for your friends.
Yeah.
Which we could do like with one of our tanky boys.
I would do that later on when
Yeah,
you have more, maybe 4 or 5 guys or so.
Yeah, like right now it's like not really necessary. And
Yeah.
You don't have the shields yet to fully utilize them. Okay, so Jeremiah doesn't have any augments yet. I think we should fix that. More HP.
The news video will be on Calypso Live always. Calypso, the other channel. The Calypso Media channel is more for our trailers, and Calypso Live we brought this channel to life to create a little bit more entertaining content and news content, a little bit as a service, and yeah, we will have a lot of more, not only let's plays and stuff. I will try to create a little bit more behind the scenes stuff that you can see which guys are behind this this logo of Calypso Media. Yeah, I think we can stop that right here. Liam, thanks for your time. That was really good. Cool. I hope you enjoyed that time here. I hope you guys enjoyed having Liam here with me. I think it's very interesting. He knows the lore, he can play the game, he can tell you a lot of that stuff. He's doing an internship and showing you that this whole games industry is not voodoo, where you can, I want to, but I cannot. Yeah, it's definitely possible. What is the German term for my cat is wearing a necktie?
Meine Katze trägt eine Krawatte.
Yeah. Meine Katze trägt eine Krawatte. Thank you, Liam, for joining Patrick. Yes. So maybe we will find another slot, and you're allowed to
join you.
to join this stream, being a part of it. Maybe in a Disciple stream, for example. Yeah. Here.
And I have played Disciples as well.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, he knows his Warhammer 40k.
That's why I was taken on the stream.
Yes, Liam did really good today. He did it awesome. Amazing. Okay, nice. It was a really good stream. It was a lot of fun. I laughed a lot, learned a lot, and hope you guys as well at home. Don't forget tomorrow the news at Calypso Live, the YouTube channel, and Friday the VOD on Calypso Live, and next week there will be no German stream, but it will be a special stream with a special item which I will keep like my third eyeball. Okay, until next time, good night, goodbye.